Welcome everybody to the Dylan Questions Everything show. My name is Dylan. Got my man Connor over here.
How's it going?
And of course, good old producer Tyler sitting behind the desk there. You there? No? Okay. All right. So, Connor, how you doing this week?
I'm doing good.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
If this is your first time joining us, I appreciate you showing up to watch the show with us.
Welcome.
Lots of stuff going on in the news this week. I'll tell you what, if you were not able to join us last week, we had a little bit of fun on the Dylan Questions Everything
I don't know if
show.
me and you had fun, but
well, plenty of people watching.
The people around us had fun.
Yeah, they had fun. Wasn't necessarily fun for everybody involved. If you didn't get to see that, I got a little bit of a clip for you. You'll have to check it out.
Give me the milk. Come on.
Less than one drop of this product is absolutely, extremely, and seriously hot. I have a dice.
All right.
Okay. It's a 6-sided die, and each number is going to represent how many drops we're going to put in the spoon.
Please tell me you got 6.
It's a 3. It's a 3. All right. Roll that bad boy. How many drops of the hot sauce are you going to have to take? 5. Oh.
You know what? I'm not feeling this. Yeah. See,
So if you're gonna have to stay tuned to the show today because we're gonna do another bit of a challenge.
Yep.
So stay tuned for that one. We'll do that towards the end of the show.
Not as painful.
Hopefully not as painful. Maybe just as uncomfortable or unpleasant, but hopefully
as long
not
as
as
it's
painful.
not painful, we're good.
Yeah.
We need a couple weeks off of painful.
I'm good on the pain stuff. So
we need a break.
So check this out. I was
All right.
really happy to see this get so much exposure. Now, obviously, we didn't start it, but I am going to say we have been discussing the Florida man stories since the very beginning here on the Dylan Questions Everything show. And
yes,
to my delight and to my surprise, a Florida man challenge was issued on Twitter last week that's kind of taken the internet by storm. So the concept of this Florida man challenge is to Google Florida man and then your birth date.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen
I haven't
it.
done mine yet.
I've seen it.
So I thought it'd be a good idea, since it's kind of our thing to talk about
Well,
these Florida Man
Florida Man.
stories, to check out some of these Florida Man challenge stories. So everybody in the audience, go ahead and get yours ready. I want to see the headlines for your Florida Man story.
Not
And
to
once
read.
again, all you have to do is type in Florida Man in the Google machine there, Florida Man, and then your birth date. I'm really interested to see what everybody else's is. Like I said, I don't even know what mine is yet. I
I've looked
haven't
mine
checked it
up.
out.
I
You-
just
you
don't.
looked yours up?
But I don't remember the news story.
You don't
I
remember
looked
what
it.
it
I
wasn't-
looked it up.
It wasn't that memorable.
It probably was, but I don't know. I mean,
All right, so I'm gonna look mine up first. Let's see, Florida Man. See, when you type in Florida Man now, all it is a bunch of different dates.
Yep.
September. Birth date. All right, let's see what we got here.
so what's your top story?
Is it the top one?
That's what I assumed. That's what I went with.
Well,
Was my top story.
that's dumb. I guess I'm late to the party, because when I type mine in, all it is a bunch of news stories about the Florida Man challenge.
No, so you don't even.
The first one says Rihanna and Cardi B and Pitbull's Florida Man challenges are some of the best yet.
So you just don't get anything.
I guess I don't get anything. What? in the
What
world?
is the news stories under? There's got to be some.
I gotta find another one. Okay, here. Well, no, let's see. Well, this is dumb. I should have. Oh, great. Okay. Well, there's the first real one.
What's your first? What's yours?
Florida man pleads guilty to mailing bombs to Trump foes.
No, nice.
Yeah. Remember that crazy guy in Florida with the, like, tattooed on hair
Yeah.
this year that was mailing? Did he actually mail bombs?
I think he was trying to. They caught him before he actually mailed anything.
No. They actually
Or
did.
did
It
he
says the
mail some?
bombs began turning up weeks before the hotly contested midterms, contributing to an already tense political. Yeah, he actually sent
Oh,
the
he
bombs.
actually sent them.
So that's mine. Connor, let's hear yours. I want to see yours. Grab your phone.
Grab my phone. All right, so mine is Florida.
What's your birthday, Connor?
Man,
I'm gonna pull it up here.
July 31st. Tyler, you should know that.
I know. I'm just letting the audience know as well.
Okay. Florida man hit by car during failed In My Feelings challenge.
Oh,
That was from last year, 2018.
Hey!
There is mine.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never gonna leave from beside me. 'Cause I want you, and I need you.
Oh,
so stupid.
Man.
I can't believe people are actually doing that.
How?
Hey,
Like
That had to hurt,
that whole
too.
challenge
and
thing
that
Go
that Volvo took that hit and kept on running.
kept on going.
That's
That thing's
Volvo for you. Come
indestructible.
come visit me down at Century Volvo and pick up your next car. Shameless plug.
Wow.
If anybody wants to be a producer on the Dylan Questions Everything show, we are now taking interviews
Wow.
for new spots.
Wow. I think mine's a little bit better than yours, Dylan.
I think so too.
All right,
So,
Tyler's, what's yours?
What's yours, Tyler?
I wasn't ready for this. I
You heard
I
me.
went
Well,
with
you're
that
ready.
either. Look, you told me that we were doing this about like 10 minutes ago. So
You have 10 minutes to search.
Yeah, there's so many just challenge ones now.
I
Yeah,
know
scroll.
it's become so.
I had to scroll a
flooded with
few.
that.
I had to scroll a few seconds to find that one. See,
Hmm.
I was sort of right. I knew mine had a car involved in it. I knew someone got hit by a car. I just couldn't remember the circumstances of why someone was hit with a car.
I'm not seeing anything.
Tyler just didn't get one.
I don't.
Come on.
There's no Florida men for May 6th.
Yeah, that's say nothing happened in May 6th.
Nope.
Nothing happened that day, huh? Well, this
Mm.
is turning into a dud. I'll tell you what, everybody in the audience, I want to hear what your Florida Man Challenge result is.
Well, I won that. Challenge.
So feel free to post it up in the comments. I want to hear from you and see what they are.
Or you can also post it up in the Discord at join our Discord at this link right here.
Absolutely, we
There
have
we
a
go.
public Discord for everybody to join. You can talk about the show or about whatever you want.
Complain about how we're not doing something right,
Or
or
you know,
Just
that's-
whatever.
You know, never mind. So many mom or wife jokes that could be made there, but I'm just gonna leave that one.
can
alone.
we
Let's
go
not.
one?
I got a
show?
pretty firm
Yes.
talking to after the last one.
Yeah,
so.
you're getting everyone in trouble, so let's
Yeah.
have a good episode where
Connor doesn't even have a significant
I know,
other,
I'm
and
not
he's
even-
getting in trouble from
I
people.
know.
So
Yeah, right. Oh,
Not even
and
married or dating, and I'm getting in trouble.
also, just to plug this out there early, for anybody that wants to call into the show, we now have the Dylan Questions Everything hotline
We do.
available at 256-434-1731. Gotta love that Comic Sans. That is so gorgeous.
Hey, we're
Right
broke.
off
We got
these
it. That's
two.
what we got to do. You know what?
Couldn't even afford a new font.
We're budgeting. Budgeting, Dylan.
Comic Sans is the budget font.
Yes.
So yeah,
Well, that's what producer Tyler told us.
call into the show. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's all up to you.
All right.
All
Here,
right.
I'll change that font for you.
Yeah,
Get it a
that's-
little more
y-
pleasing to the
Yeah,
eyes.
you got to do something. About
What?
that,
You're not a
man.
fan of that font?
It's
What's
the
wrong with
font-
it? What's wrong with that?
Comic Sans
Yes.
is a font
Yes.
that was designed with the sole purpose to say that if I'm using this font, please don't take me seriously. I mean, it's even in the name.
It's a joke. It's a comic.
It's a joke font.
And
This is a serious production.
yeah, and
Yeah.
we take it very
Kind
serious. People take us
You know.
very seriously.
All 8 of them.
Wow, you're giving us 8? I was gonna say like all 5 of them.
Hey, we're coming up in the world. That's
So,
all
We're
I'm
up to
saying.
8 now.
Carrie Lonely.
Lonely.
Loney. Yeah.
I work with Carrie. Go ahead.
So her Florida man story was us.
It's him.
Florida that hit. I'm just gonna go home. I'm just gonna call out sick for the rest of the
Like I said, if anybody wants to be our new producer, we're gonna start interviews on Tuesday.
You know what, Dylan? You can read it. You go for it.
Where's that?
Mr. Carrie Loney says, Florida man arrested for. I don't want to read that.
I mean, I'll read it.
It's
What
your
does it say?
show.
For having relations with a miniature horse,
Oh.
November 20th.
Dude, come on.
Oh,
That's pretty rough.
Why?
How did they catch him?
so I'm told I need to keep the Comic Sans, or we're getting the police called on us.
Okay.
Then
well,
we need to go back to Comic Sans.
y'all don't know where my mom's basement is, so good luck telling them where we are.
I think they do that.
He
I feel like most people watching know where we're at right now.
there. We'll do a nice. So we kept the Comic Sans. We changed the color scheme.
It'd be pretty funny.
Fair
I think
enough.
I'm gonna pin Carrie's comment to the top. Done.
Yeah, I want to know how do you get caught?
How do you get-
someone see you? Do you just get guilty afterwards? It's like
Do you
an
turn
afterwards-
yourself in and be
It's
like,
like, listen, guys, I'm just ashamed about this one.
do you tell anybody?
Well, I mean, do you take that one to the grave?
I would
Obviously
think so.
not.
Well,
Well,
clear-
he doesn't get
clearly
to.
not in this case.
He doesn't get to. But yeah, I want to know how
No.
you got caught. Someone driving by was like, wait a second. Is that what I think that is?
What's going on out there?
Okay.
Is that a
and
horse
also-
but smaller?
Also, if you witness that, do you call the cops on him? Or do you just pretend like you never saw that and go on with your life like it never
I feel
happened?
like if I called the cops, they wouldn't believe me. I'd be the crazy person that ends up in a Florida man story. They're like, crazy man calls the cops on a man that wasn't doing anything. But
Again, so
I
that,
feel
he
like
had
I'd
to
be
turn
the-
himself in.
he
Or
had to have.
because the horse didn't tell on him. So,
So-
who?
Okay, here's another one. So Kristen, Mrs. Producer Tyler
There we go.
says, Florida man too fat for jail. Okay, I need some more context here.
How do you? How
Was
do
he
you,
like too fat to get into the cell?
That's what I'm thinking. Is
Was he
you-
too
are
fat
you
to get
just too
into the
wide?
jail, like the jail house, the building, like the front door of
I
the
feel
jail?
like he was too fat to get into the cell.
So what do you do if you've got a
You-
like? Imagine this is like a hardened career criminal that's killed a bunch of people. He's too fat to get into the jail cell. What do you do?
So he was a 38-year-old, 600-pound Florida
oh my
man.
God!
So what do you get arrested for?
Scamming restaurants out of food.
Of course.
Go figure.
Of course. Of course.
I mean, he's got plenty of places to hide it. Imagine going into that Meteor buffet and just taking crab legs and crawfish and shoveling
Just
them
showing
up in your
Ow,
fat
that,
rolls.
that would hurt. Yeah,
those little
they've,
pictures and
they've got
stuff.
pictures.
Oh
of
yeah.
that.
Okay. Well, just food in general. Did it say what kind of food it was?
I don't.
So it looks like all-you-can-eat buffets.
Well, then what's the crime?
Yeah, that.
He had a.
It's all you can eat.
He had a
Not all
habit
you
of
can carry.
He had a habit of sending food back at restaurants and refusing to pay for it, even if he scarfed down most of it. He
would wait, so he'd eat like 8 plates and be on the ninth. So you know what,
You
guys?
know what that reminds me of that. I saw a video. I don't know if you can find it. There's a video on Facebook that I saw this week of a guy that like ate all of his food. It was a bunch of chicken wings,
They tried to tell
and then
him.
tried to send it back. And the lady was like so calm about it. I would have lost my ish on this guy. I would have like thrown the plate at him.
Was he
and been
being
super-
serious, or was he just trying to be?
He was trying to be funny, but he wouldn't let her know he wasn't serious.
Yeah.
Like the whole time, he was like dead serious. Like, this food was awful. I don't want it. It was terrible. Send it back. And I was like, she's like, you ate everything. What are you talking about?
You ate it all.
You ate it
Oh,
all.
so Carrie sent us a link about the Florida man arrested for okay. Let's see here. I want to know how this guy got found out. A witness came forward. Deputies say that on October 16th. Oh, thanks for the birthday. Witness came forward and reported that she had witnessed Sardo having relations with a miniature male pony
Oh, you even went male pony.
named
He-
Jackie G.
No
in
way.
a pasture on the family member's property 3 days earlier. She waited 3 days to say something.
Well, okay. She's probably like, do I go forward? Do I
Probably
really
dealing with the same stuff
did
I would be
did
dealing
I
with.
really
like,
see? Did I really see
like,
that?
surely I didn't really see that. That's not really what happened. Sardo added, so after he was arrested, he
Yeah.
then admitted to having relations with the horse 4 times during the course of a week.
Why bring? Okay, listen. You've been caught once. Just you know what? Just take your one. I wouldn't bring up that. Hey, by the way, guys, I did it 3 other times.
The sheriff's office stated in a press release that, quote, he used a condom each time because he didn't want to get a disease from the horse.
He's being safe. You know.
Smart guy. Additionally, he told the detective that he knew he was wrong for what he did. Well, there's an admission of guilt.
Yeah.
And that he was a sick man.
How long did he go to jail for?
Amen.
Does it say?
Doesn't say. As of the writing of this article, which is November of 2018, not that long ago,
Not too long ago.
it said that he was currently being held in the Marion County Jail. So
Would
it
you
didn't
admit to the
say,
people around you while you were in there? They asked what you in for?
"Hey man, what you in for?"
Inappropriate relations with a miniature horse. Do you think he just immediately gets beaten, or
Like, I don't-
do they all scoot away from him?
See,
They all just scatter,
I don't know. That's so like one of two really drastic things could happen. He could either get the crap beaten out
or
of
they
him,
all just get up and walk.
or
they all
everybody's completely scared of this
you
guy
come
and they
into
all
the-
just kind of
You look
scatter.
in the cell, and he's in one corner. They're all standing in the other.
You got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, they have like a line drawn. You're not allowed to cross.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I don't know. If I was in a jail cell
And you asked the dude what he was in for.
and I asked the dude what he was in for and he told me that, I'd back away very slowly. I would back away very slowly.
I wouldn't back away slowly. I'd be like, you know what? Goodbye. Nice talking to you.
So for those of you just joining us, I know if I just saw a few of you pop in there, we are taking part in the Florida Man Challenge. So we've all read ours.
Yeah.
If you have one for us, what you do is you take Florida Man and put in your birthday into Google and see what news story
See what you
spits it
get.
out. So feel free to share in the
What
comments
was,
what you
what was
got
yours
here.
again?
Mine was the Florida.
I've already forgotten what yours
The
was.
guy that tried to bomb a bunch of
Bomb Trump.
mail
Yeah,
bombs to like Trump supporters,
Yeah.
like high level.
And then mine was
people.
the dude who got run over by a car doing In My Feelings challenge.
Right, which is probably one of my favorite ones.
Man, that car hit him hard too.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to know.
Surprised, and I mean, I don't want to get too into that, but the thing that's really killing me about that is that he like ducked down.
Well, it's like he tried to take off to run, and his feet just
And his
slid,
feet
and
went
he
out from under him,
slipped.
and he just
And at that point, you're already falling. What are you gonna do?
yeah. I don't.
And two, what was happening in the car? Like what was their plan?
I
It
think
doesn't even look like they tapped the brakes.
No,
like
they
not
hit
even
it.
a little. They're like, screw this
Like
guy.
did they just?
I think it was intentional for the reason that we saw it, just to get it to go viral. Because
Probably.
if you watch at the very end, you look in the car and the guy's smiling.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
I think it was intentional. To
Or he's just
gain
a
views.
psychopath who goes around and watches for people doing In My Challenge and runs them over.
Could have been. All right, so that's the Florida Man Challenge. I think now it's time to sum it up very simply with what I like to call, like we do every single week, our Florida Man of the Week.
Florida man. Florida man.
A Florida man.
Florida man. Florida man who's Florida man.
All right, this week on Florida Man of the Week, we have Florida man tries to kiss a venomous snake and is immediately bitten on the lips.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure we have.
Man, that is. But look at the
Hold on.
the picture on the left. He looks like someone
Oh my gosh.
do that.
It says, last Saturday, something resident, Austin Hatfield, a man whose hobby is kissing snakes, was not surprisingly bitten in the face by a cottonmouth he kept in a pillowcase. It was originally reported that Hatfield was bitten after the snake, also known as a water moccasin, escaped the pillowcase. However, his friends told Fox 13 of Tampa, oh God, Tampa.
Why are the
I used to live
friends?
in
Why are the
Tampa.
friends snitching? They had it. The snake escaped my pillowcase. I was asleep, bit me on the lip. And the friends are like, nah, dude. This is what really happened. Listen up.
His friends told Fox 13 of Tampa that Hatfield removed the viper. Is it a viper or a water moccasin? Gosh, you guys need to write better stories. From the pillowcase to give it a quick smooch, and of course, it bit him directly on
I
the
love how
lips.
the friends are like, yeah, no, dude, you're not getting away with
It's like,
this.
nope,
No, not happening.
right under the bus. Jason Belcher, a friend of Hatfield, was there when it happened. Quote, he ripped it off his face, threw it on the ground, and started swelling up immediately. Gosh, go back to that guy's picture. That is hilarious.
Man.
I mean, in the picture on the left, or your left there, he definitely looks like the type of dude that would kiss a snake.
Yeah.
Why do you kiss a snake? Why? How's that a hobby?
I-
Is it the adrenaline? Like, if it bites me, I could die?
And I know people that own snakes. That's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Why do you have venomous water moccasins?
Well,
in your
and two, you
possession?
could just go outside and find a water moccasin.
They're all over the place.
They're
They're just
everywhere.
out here.
Yeah, I mean, we can go outside and probably find one if we looked hard enough.
Going back to the Florida Man challenge.
So, we got another article.
Yeah, Melissa says that Taco Bell hot sauce saves life of man in Florida car crash.
How?
Once again, I think I'm gonna need some more context here, because that how does Taco Bell hot sauce save a
Save your
man's life when he's in a car crash? I'm gonna have to look this up.
This-
What in
that
the
is
world
very curious.
happened here?
Very curious now.
What in the world happened here? Let's see here. A Florida man escaped a car crash thanks to Taco Bell hot sauce. Hot
Nice.
sauce hasn't. Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Let's see. Florida news outlets reporting that Taco Bell hot sauce was once again saved another American life. So this has happened before. Earlier this month. Man, this guy's
You
not
know,
even.
There was a report that hot sauce that you guys ate last week,
Uh-huh.
that one actually saved a man's life. That might be what they're referring to. Because there was a man that went to the hospital because of eating the hot sauce, and then they found out later, or like because of his visit to the hospital, that he had cancer or something like that,
Goodness.
and were able to stop it early because he went to the hospital because of the hot sauce.
So it.
How much do you have to take to go to the hospital?
I mean, I felt pretty close.
You think you were
When,
close?
when I ate that hot sauce, I felt like somebody had my entire head in some kind of a vice and was just squeezing as hard as they could.
So what, if you'd have done 4 or 5 drops, you think you would have been in the hospital?
That was 3. I think if I doubled it, I'd probably be like, y'all need to go. I can't breathe.
I would carry the show. I'd carry on the show for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, I'll let you go in the hospital.
So apparently the way that this hot sauce saved the man's life wasn't by eating it, although there is another news story attached where a man that got into an accident in the snow and couldn't get out of his car because he was like embanked in his car
Yeah.
survived for a couple of days by eating nothing but Taco Bell hot sauce packets. But that is not what happened
How
here.
many packets do you have? How in a car? Because we're in a car.
If you're my father-in-law, Will, like 200.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you just forget to take 'em
saves
out?
every single sauce packet from well, it's mostly Zaxby's and Taco Bell. Those are the 2 big ones.
Do you
but
just
we actually
forget
have
to
like a
take 'em out?
Tupperware container in our fridge.
Okay, I mean,
Or
I
his
see bring
fridge.
it. I see bring it into the house, but why is it in your car? And why can you last a couple of days off of it? How
You know
many
why?
do you have?
Because every single time I go to Taco Bell and they ask me what kind of sauce I want, and I
Yes.
tell them, they never give me the sauce. It's not like I went out. It's not like I went, hey, what? Just go out of your way and get me. They ask me what kind of sauce. This happens every time. They ask me what kind of sauce I want,
I'm
and then I
actually
check the
never-
bag and there's nothing in there.
I've actually never gone through Taco Bell's drive-through, so I don't know. I
Yeah.
only just go inside.
That's why you have Taco Bell hot sauce in your car.
Okay, I still don't think that's the reason, but okay.
But the reason this man's
Yeah, why did he
life
survive?
was saved by Taco Bell hot sauce was because he had just gotten up from his table to go get some hot sauce from the
The thing.
the thing,
So he
and
wasn't in a car
seconds later, a car crashed through the door, through
and
the
hit
window,
where he was sitting.
and like completely wiped out the table he was sitting at.
So he had to get that sauce.
That sauce saved his life, man.
See, that's a misleading headline, though. You
I
make me
know, right?
you make me think he's in the car and he's just like he squirted the Taco Bell sauce over a giant gash and it just closed itself. I mean,
Right. All right. So let's take a step back out of Florida and
Okay.
get to some of the other trending stories of the week. This one actually is right here in Alabama.
Oh, we got another Alabama
Yeah,
story.
we got another Alabama story.
Uh-oh.
So Alabama men rob family with swords.
What type
Clerk
of
fights
swords?
them off with a gun. Let's see if we can pull this one up here. Yeah, so there's some of
It's
the
like a
surveillance
machete?
footage there. Good old Fox News Network. It says 2 masked men wielding swords tried robbing a dollar store. Oh, that's why it says the headline was a little messed up. It said family dollar.
Why do you rob a Family Dollar?
You know, they always say don't bring a knife to a gunfight. I think that's a pretty
Why are we
Pretty good
robbing a
example
Family
of this.
Dollar? Everything's $1 in there, so you only what do you expect to
they
leave
got away with
with?
$32 worth of merchandise.
I know. That's say you steal the whole store, not have over $100. What?
Because that way you can't get a felony. That's why.
But what's the?
Then it's just petty.
but
But it's
what's
just
the
petty
point?
theft. It says the suspects burst into a Family Dollar in Birmingham last Wednesday
Oh,
and
well,
demanded
Birmingham, that
money
makes
from
sense.
the it's pretty demanded money from the clerk, but bolted after he showed them his firearm, according to police.
What type of swords they got? I can't really see that well.
It looks like some. Let's see.
Is it like a machete?
they probably bought them at the gas station next door?
Well, what
They-
gas
they-
station is selling swords?
Just about every gas station in Alabama,
Well, then I missed them.
right next to where you can get beer on tap. You know, there's a gas station.
Oh yeah, it's over. On,
there's plenty of them, but the
there's-
one I know there's one off of the Mapco off of Winchester
and there's
Road.
one over on Slaughter that does it.
Is there really?
Yeah.
I remember when I was when I ETS'd out of the Army, hadn't been back to Alabama in a while. I remember stopping in a gas station on my way home, and I think it was in Georgia. And they not only had beer on tap, but they were selling like $3 pitchers.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, what am I supposed to do with a pitcher
dude.
of
I
beer?
can buy the one over on Slaughter. You can buy like a half gallon.
What? Is there a cop waiting outside for you to carry your
Yeah,
pitcher to your
maybe.
car?
Maybe.
Well, that reminds me of Fort Hood. There used to be a drive-through daiquiri shop. Right.
That's asking for trouble.
Well, the loophole was that apparently the loophole was that they would tape the straw down to the lid.
And it's technically
So that
not.
it's closed.
Yeah, it's a
right.
closed lid.
But they were like handmade, fresh, a really good
Daiquiri.
daiquiris. We went there a few times.
I need to go check the store out.
Yeah, this place was pretty cool. I mean, this is all the way in Fort Hood, Texas.
I
don't-
mean, I
don't
guess
think
if
I'd
I'm guessing-
recommend anyone go there for any reason.
If I'm ever through
Ever.
Fort Hood, Texas, I guess I'll stop at it.
All right, so check this one out. Enterprise employee, 19, put LSD in his coworkers' drinks because they had negative energy, police say.
Oh, so who's going to fix that negative energy with some LSD?
Absolutely.
Who's going to send them on a good little trip and they'd have some good energy then?
Absolutely. It says a Missouri employee at an Enterprise rent-a-car said he spiked 3 coworkers' drinks with LSD because they were giving off negative
So
energy.
I just want to just imagine you just a normal day drinking your coffee and then all of a sudden the world just you start tripping.
You're just like, hey guys, have you seen that purple dragon in the
Yes.
water?
Like because I mean, if you don't know you've taken it, I'm sure it's quite an experience.
Yeah, it says police began investigating the unidentified 19-year-old man this week after officers were called to the rental car location in Arnold, Missouri, about 2 people feeling dizzy and shaky for an unexplained reason.
But why call the cops? Why not like take them to the?
I guess they thought they were poisoned. I don't know.
Well,
They
why?
did they have
I feel like
suspicion
you
that
have
they
to
were
have a-
poisoned
yeah, you
like
have to-
right away?
Or like if you're feeling shaky and dizzy for no reason, why not like drive to the hospital?
I wouldn't drive.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean, Dylan. Why are we calling the cops unless you thought like, hey, maybe that 19-year-old over there who said I had negative energy this morning.
I think they suspected him from the very beginning. It says
Spiked
police
my-
officers then questioned the 19-year-old who admitted he put the hallucinogenic drug in 2 coworkers' water bottles and a 3rd employee's coffee that day because they had negative energy.
So how mad are you?
Free drugs? I'm not mad.
You're not mad?
I just wish I would have known about it first.
Well, that makes it more interesting.
I'm
Like,
just
yeah,
kind of mad
you
that
don't
you
know.
didn't tell me. But
you don't know.
I mean, if I'm like in the middle of a drink,
He's like,
and
"Hey,
they're bro, I
dude,
put
is
LSD
he
in
in
that,"
there?
I'd be like,
you
thanks,
got
bro.
me.
You gotta
good
tell me
joke.
stuff like that, though.
Good joke.
Yeah, you're funny. And I'm like, he didn't really. Oh gosh.
Oh, and then and then you're seeing the purple dragon in the corner. It's like, uh-oh.
So apparently that's enough to get you second-degree assault charges
Oh,
and,
wow.
of course, possession of a controlled substance. They actually lab tested the drinks and whatnot and confirmed that he did in fact
Do you
put
think their
legitimate
negative
LSD.
energy left?
Probably increased after they found out what happened to him. They're probably pretty pissed.
Well, there for a while, they're probably having a good time.
They're okay for a minute.
Well, not really. I guess not if you call the cops because you're worried about.
I don't know.
That's crazy. It's like the kid who just in the news for spiking his dad drinks with horse tranquilizer.
Oh yeah. Don't do that.
Well, I don't think we have to tell them that. I would hope not.
Well, somebody needed to tell this guy.
Well, okay. I don't know.
All right. So
What
how
else
about
we
this
got?
one? If you haven't heard yet, do you remember what happened with good old Papa John? Do you remember exactly what happened there?
I remember he got in some trouble. He was like racial slurs or something, right? He was.
Yeah. So apparently he was on a conference call with some other people, literally during a, it was a what do they call it? Like a they're having like a conference about acceptance in the workplace and racial this. and-
Okay.
But he apparently used the N word a couple of times.
Even that dude. There you go.
The ER.
Oh, so the
Like,
hard,
straight up.
the hard ending.
The hard one, right?
Man.
And so not long after that, they basically forced him to resign, and he's no longer the
Yeah.
spokesperson of Papa John's.
Yeah.
So for the past 4 or 5 months, Papa John's has been desperately looking for a new spokesperson and
Okay.
one that can bring some diversity to this all
So I'm
white.
guessing
male
since we're
board
talking
group.
about it, we found him.
You dang right they did. They found him.
All right.
Shaquille O'Neal
Oh,
is the new spokesperson for
check
Papa
it
John's.
out.
What we listening to?
You don't Biggie Smalls. It's Biggie Smalls, man.
Because I listen to rap all the time.
I love it. I want to know, does he have like experience in the food space? Because it seems like most of the products that he endorses are something that you would
I feel like he's not making any pizza decisions. He's just the face. They're going to throw him in the commercials, let him sit on the board.
Well, like I said, after their little incident, they just needed to
I mean,
diversify the group.
To
a
be
little
honest,
bit.
Shaquille O'Neal's not a bad choice.
No, I mean I think he's probably one of the best when
So,
it comes
yeah.
to.
So Anime is Trash tuned in, and I believe he tuned in during the Shaq video.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
No, that's he picked the perfect time
that's
to
a
join.
great time to join up.
You picked the perfect time to join.
Well, that's actually that's what he said here. He said, "Boy, this was an odd time to start watching." Look, anime trash guy. Look, there's never a good time to start watching. You just gotta jump in. It's kind of like jumping into a pool full of ice cold water.
You just got to do it.
You just gotta jump in, man. You just gotta jump in.
Got to do it.
For those of you that don't remember, as I said before, we do have a phone line now. I'd love to hear from some of you guys. Haven't had any callers yet. Give us a call. The phone number is 256. Dang it, Tyler, with the Comic Sans again.
We've already.
What did I tell
no,
you
whoa,
about
whoa, whoa,
Comic
whoa, whoa.
Sans?
We already established we were going back to Comic Sans because someone's going to call the cops on us, and you
I-
agreed.
No,
no,
I
you
said they
agreed.
couldn't find us.
No, after I said they could, you agreed, and you're like, fine. So no, you made the decision. So no.
Please give us a call. 256.
Tyler said he was just going to change the
1731.
the logo, the
Please,
color
I'm
look.
begging you.
Yeah, I made it more
Give
professional
me
color,
somebody else to talk to,
Yeah.
please.
white with a black background in
I know.
Comic Sans.
Yeah, and you signed off. So don't get mad.
I'll take this moment to let everybody know.
Yes.
If you're watching us on Facebook, you can actually not only subscribe, but you can actually, if you look there in the top right corner of your display, there is a notification icon where you can click to be notified when we go live, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Time.
Nice. I don't have
Um,
Facebook, but
We appreciate you guys watching, and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all of the good places, Instagram, Twitter. We're all over the place.
we're everywhere.
What are you doing?
I mean, I don't know. I unless there's a video playing, I just don't look at that screen because I just know it's going to throw me off.
Yeah, there's really no point.
You really don't have. You can't really control it.
Got
You're
nothing else
sort
to
of
look
yeah.
at.
You sort. I could at least look to the right. I could at least turn to my left, and I don't have to see it because I know Tyler's just going to distract me. So I don't even look unless there's a video playing because I'm sure he's doing something crazy right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just not gonna look.
It's best to ignore him.
You're the one who gave him full control. That was your.
and I'm still regretting it.
That was your.
I'm still regretting
your
it
doing.
every single day. So, this one, next news story I want to talk about. This one's a little bit more serious.
Okay.
So,
I'll put my serious face on.
New Zealand, after the shooting that happened last
Yes,
week,
we talked about it.
the New Zealand Prime Minister or what have you has moved to ban all semi-automatic military staff. You know what? I'll let her say it because it makes way less sense than when I try to explain it. Tyler,
Yeah.
do you have that video pulled up? All right. Well, I'm gonna get it here for you. So it's actually, if you'll go to the slide that I prepared, the YouTube link is there. If you'll just pull that up for me in a minute, just let me know when you get it there. But I think it's Prime Minister. I don't know. New Zealand,
their prime minister.
whatever.
Yeah.
The New Zealand lady, very swiftly acted to say that they were going to ban a whole bunch of types of guns. Right.
Yeah.
But I want you to listen to how she described these because it's definitely. What's that, Tyler?
It's not on there.
It's not on there. Hold on. I'll just send it to you because we're definitely going to play
Dylan's
this
breaking
guy up.
stuff.
Yeah.
Again, it's not an episode if we don't have a little bit of technical difficulties.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's send it to you because this one's pretty interesting.
See, I haven't actually heard about this, so
You have or have not?
I have not.
Have not.
But I haven't been keeping up with the news a lot recently. Haven't really had a chance to.
I just sent it to you on Facebook there, buddy. The YouTube link.
Folks are truly stunned this morning by how
There
quickly
it
New
goes.
Zealand is
There we
moving
go.
to change its gun laws. The overnight announcement getting attention from both sides of the gun debate in the US. Some demanding America learn lessons from New Zealand's tough action. Others insisting the two countries are just not the same.
36
one's free,
minutes of
one's not.
terror that changed New Zealand's history. Now the country's Prime Minister promising overnight its laws will change.
The time for the mass and easy availability of these weapons must end. And today, they will.
50 lives lost. The gunman heavily armed with semi-automatic weapons, killing indiscriminately.
200.
That's 200. You know what 200 out of 4 million is?
I-
0.005%.
I'm about to say I can't do that math in my
Yeah.
head.
Means that 99.995% of AR-styled guns have never murdered anyone, period. If we use a larger number, then the percentage is even smaller. 200 out of 15 million is 0.0013%, or 99.9987% of AR-style guns that have never murdered anyone, ever. Next, 99.9963% of all guns in America have never murdered anyone, ever. Conservatively, there are 300 million guns in the U.S. According to the FBI, there are 11,000 gun homicides. So if we work the numbers, 11,000 over 300 million is 0.00366%, which in turn means that 99.9963% of guns are not involved in homicides. Keeping in mind that while all murders are homicides, not all homicides are murders.
Yeah.
There are justifiable self-defense homicides. You are more likely to be struck by lightning than you are to be murdered by a rifle. And in the state of New Mexico, for example, you are 8 times more likely to be struck by lightning than to be murdered by a rifle.
I've got a question. Do those homicides, does that also include suicide?
No.
Okay.
That is
All
not
right,
including
just making sure.
suicides. I did take that into account. So we've got lawmakers that are trying to apply a Band-Aid to 0.00, what was it? To
I don't know.
0.00005% of the problem by banning the rest.
Yeah.
Another way I can show how stupid that is let's just look at last month alone. Let's look at last month in February.
Yep.
Here I have a list of, and this is just 13 that I could find. There's, I'm sure, plenty more, but this will suffice for now. Here in the U.S., here's a list of 13 acts of robbery, crime, or attempted murder that were stopped by a good guy with a gun. February 2nd, restaurant owner in Akron, Ohio, scared off a masked man who attempted to rob him with a knife. The man fled, and the police believe he successfully robbed a different restaurant just hours later.
Hmm.
February 5th, Nashville, Tennessee. A woman was attacked from behind by a would-be purse thief who proceeded to repeatedly slam the woman's head into a wall when she resisted him. The woman's husband heard her cries for help and came to her defense, firing his gun at the thief, causing him to flee. February 9th, when 3 armed men attempted to rob a Little Caesars restaurant in North Fort Myers, Florida, a patron inside pulled out his own firearm to defend other customers. One suspect was shot and the other 2 fled. A homeowner in Jackson County, Georgia, heard someone on February 12th trying to break into her house through a window. She found a man standing outside and warned him not to come into the house. Nevertheless, the man broke the glass window, so the armed homeowner shot him.
Yeah, fair enough.
February 13th, Sullivan County, Tennessee. Sheriff Jeff Cassidy praised the actions of a concealed carry permit holder who ended a deadly domestic violence incident at a dentist's office. The armed citizen shot and detained an active shooter who killed his wife and may have planned to harm others in the office. February 14th, an Evans, Georgia mother shot and killed her boyfriend after he began violently assaulting the woman's 15-year-old son during an argument. February 16th, 2 masked assailants attempted to rob 35-year-old Antonio Santiago in Allentown, Pennsylvania, pepper spraying his face and pistol whipping him with a BB gun that appeared to be real. In act of self-defense, Santiago grabbed his own handgun and fired at his attackers, killing one of them. 2 of the other suspects fled, but were eventually arrested and tried and tied to 2 other recent crimes in the area. February 17th, an armed Good Samaritan in Daytona Beach, Florida, intervened and fired a shot to stop a knife-wielding man who had already stabbed someone from stabbing other people outside of a convenience store. February 20th, a 79-year-old Commerce, Georgia homeowner called 911 to report a burglary in progress after she heard someone breaking into her home. The burglar ignored her threats and came in through an upstairs window before police could arrive. The homeowner shot at the burglar, who was so scared. I'm going to keep reading the list, but are you getting the message here? Good guy with a gun stops bad guy with a gun. And here's the difference. Good guy with a gun gets a gun legally, and a bad guy with a gun doesn't. So any type of law that you could possibly pass to make it harder for me, a good guy, to get a gun, all you're doing is enabling these people to commit crimes and taking away my right to defend myself. February 27th, a group of teenage thieves entered a pawn shop in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I've actually seen this video. This was actually pretty cool. And tried to flee with 2 guns they grabbed from behind the counter. Armed store clerks chased the teens and held them at gunpoint until police could arrive, preventing the future unlawful use of those exact firearms, stolen firearms. So here's my point right here.
Yeah.
Criminals steal guns. Good people don't. Good people with guns stop criminals from stealing guns. Outlawing guns prevents none of that from happening. February 28th, last and finally. 2 men helped rescue a woman from a would-be kidnapper in Parrish, Louisiana, after seeing her struggle to escape on the side of the road. After the 2 men stopped their car, one of them pulled out his handgun, prompting the suspect to flee. He was later apprehended and confessed to kidnapping the woman. So I think my point here is that any time we have one of these tragedies take place for some reason, and it's not for some reason, we all know why, but for some reason, the conversation always gets turned towards gun control and banning assault rifles. Assault is an action, not a descriptive word of the rifle. You taking away guns from law-abiding citizens isn't going to do anything but disarm people and keep them from being able to defend themselves. I think that proves that just fine. So
I personally think that we should ban the Hyundai Accent sedan.
Or that too.
It's number 1 of the deadliest cars and trucks on the road today, with 104 deaths per million registrations.
So let's get rid of it.
Nobody's talking about that.
And that's just that one car. So, I mean, look at this other list of 25. We got 102 deaths per million. We got 101. So, yeah,
let's get rid of those.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny to me, too, because that AR platform, for instance, first off, AR doesn't stand for assault rifle. It stands for Armalite. It's an unfortunate, acronym for the name. Nothing about that rifle is inherently military, and nothing about that rifle is inherently more dangerous than tons of other guns that are available to the public. You even look at a Henry lever action, right? What kind of round does your typical Henry lever action shoot?
30-30 is popular.
It's a lot bigger than an AR. It's a lot bigger than a 5.56, and it can put a hole in somebody a lot bigger, and you can shoot it just as fast. Yeah, it's a lever action, but the point is, there's semi-automatic shotguns that can put eight shotgun slugs through somebody in a matter of seconds. There's a ton of other rifles out there that use larger rounds and can shoot quicker, but nobody's talking about banning those.
No.
It's because people don't know what the heck they're talking about. But anyway, I digress. All right, I'm going to get off my soapbox on that one for a minute. I told everybody, if you're still here, I told everybody at the very beginning of the show that we would have a new challenge for you. We are going to do just that now. So if my lovely wife could step up to the microphone, we have a bit of a challenge here. So I'm not really sure how this is going to go. We never really determined. Did we ever determine winner, loser, what the actual purpose of this was?
Yeah, so y'all are going to try different baby foods. You're going to guess, and if you get it wrong, then you don't get a point.
Okay.
The person who has points, that Tyler's going to keep count, and whoever has the most points and wins. The person who loses is going to have to eat a concoction of all the different baby foods mixed together.
Okay.
Boom.
I don't want to do this. Can we
You
do
would?
it?
Are you?
I'd rather do hot sauce again. Okay.
Well, I mean, we still got it. I'll eat baby food. You go eat some hot sauce, huh?
All right. So how are we gonna?
Okay.
We don't have any blindfolds or anything. I guess it doesn't matter. All right. So we each get a spoon.
I get a spoon.
Got my spoon.
Do I get a spoon?
You get a spoon.
Nope.
Everybody gets a spoon.
I get a spoon.
All right. Oh God, I can already smell it. Ugh.
Yes.
So I get a spoonful.
Okay. Here, just.
Do it at the same time.
Oh God, I don't want to eat this.
Any guesses on just smell? What it
I've
is?
got a pretty stuffed up nose. I know that smell.
I know that smell too. I really hope that's not what it is.
It smells like dog food.
Well.
Or cat food. If it's tuna.
I feel. Wait, are we?
All right.
Ready?
No, but yeah.
Go.
All right.
All right, eat it in 3, 2, 1. Think on that for a second. Verbalize your thoughts.
What? That consistency. That is weird.
Does it feel foamy? What does it feel like?
I can't
It's,
describe. It's.
Okay.
What?
I think
Like a
I've got.
custard.
I think I've got my
No.
guess.
I
Are
don't-
you, are you
how
ready
do
to guess?
I mean,
Alright.
yeah.
Everyone got your guesses?
Yes.
Say them both at the same time.
Okay.
in 3, 2, 1.
Tuna.
Tuna.
Ah, that's wrong for both.
Okay.
It is actually ham.
That is not ham.
Ham.
It's ham.
That's what the piece of paper that I was handed says. So
Okay, so it smells like tuna. It tasted like tuna.
I don't want to finish what's on the spoon.
Oh, I ate it all.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I just kind of. I have to eat the whole. I don't.
you got it. You have to.
go on, babe.
But that's why I did it.
So gross.
Well, I'm
Can you
not.
at least get me another drink?
We'll think about it.
I'm not gonna. Well, you don't have to. I just Dylan. Also, don't get that big. I just got a little tip on the spoon, and then.
You gotta eat more than that. You gotta.
Well, we've already got it wrong, so we'll do it next round. That's not ham though. That's a lie.
Yeah, that's what it says.
So
The
Dylan, we're both getting 0 points because that
piece
was
of
tuna.
paper does not lie.
Oh, I see the answers. Go
You
back.
idiot.
I know you can't read that. It's a Logitech webcam. You can't read that.
Oh God. Can't be that bad.
You have to do a decent Dylan Adams.
I got enough to taste it.
No, put more on your spoon.
Smells like peas. That's how much I'm doing.
Okay, be a man. I don't care.
Well, that's not even small.
Okay.
Small amount. Oh, you've already ate.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, everyone got your guesses?
Yep.
Well, wait, eat. Jesus.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. It could be one of two things.
Oh, he's going back for
I
seconds.
got to go back for seconds.
I'm confused. It's one of two things.
There's more than 2
Yeah.
green vegetables.
Okay, I know what it is. Ready?
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Pear.
Peas.
What'd you say, Connor?
Pear.
Peas.
Dylan is right. It is
Hey! Ding,
It had like an apple pear taste to it almost.
You gotta hit the button, man.
I don't have one for that. All I've
I
got
thought
is-
you had the. Pew, pew, pew.
No, I've got is
See,
some,
that didn't taste. I
some
had,
lo-fi hip-hop beats. That's the only audio I got right now.
That's fine.
dude, I had like an apple pear taste to me. That's what
Maybe
I was
some
trying.
leftover from the ham.
I guess. Well, the ham tasted like tuna and smelled like tuna.
Oh, what is that?
It's number 3.
This is number 3.
How many are there?
7.
What?
Hey, this was your game. Oh my gosh. You're handling it worse than you did the hot sauce.
Hey,
I
Dylan,
didn't
you're-
think that was possible.
Dylan, you're winning right now.
Put a
so
little bit more on your spoon this time. Don't be a baby.
Even though you're eating baby
Even
food.
though you're, yeah.
You know, you could stand closer.
Yeah, well, this one doesn't smell so bad.
I know this.
It's kind of pleasant.
Whoa, that's actually good.
Hey.
No idea what it is.
Almost, it's like
Taste
a
it
barbecue
again.
sauce.
I know. It's got like a sweet barbecue sauce.
I don't know.
Connor, Mike.
You know, I'm not going to bring the mic with me every time I go forward to eat.
I don't know what that could be.
It just tastes sweet.
I don't even have a guess.
I don't either.
I gotta have a guess.
You got to. You got to guess something. Everyone ready?
Sure.
3, 2, 1.
Barbecue.
Apple.
It's prunes.
Barbecue.
Oh, I don't.
Barbecue.
I don't know what prunes taste like. I don't know. I guess prunes taste like barbecue sauce.
I haven't had a prune in who knows how long, so.
I really wish I had something to drink. Oh gosh. Oh, that
All
was
right,
disgusting.
next one.
If you just don't worry about it, Dylan.
Oh, no, you don't have 12.
12.
You got 2. Oh, Connor's number's backwards.
Yeah.
I still-
fix that.
That texture with the meat is so weird.
Is that real meat or is it meat flavored food? Ugh.
All right, 2 more.
Okay, if Melissa's going, I don't
Well,
want to try.
she
whatever
like
this is
spilled it
about
on
to be.
herself.
I got it on my shirt.
Oh, are any of these a blend of something, or
No.
are they just regular?
All of them are straight.
They're all individual.
I know what that is.
Well, you say that.
I think I know what this is. I hate them.
You hate them? What do you hate, Dylan?
The surprise on this one is one of them has some flashbang in it.
Oh God.
Dylan's having some flashbacks to some flashbang.
Oh boy. All right, ready?
Whole mouth. Put it all in.
All right,
Taste it, babe.
No, but okay.
'Kay.
I have no idea.
Guys, got your guess?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
3, 2, 1.
Broccoli.
Green beans.
It is green beans.
I didn't taste green beans at all.
Well, you should, or else you're gonna lose.
I really don't care.
Well, I don't think we have to do the last one because he can't catch up.
He
It's the last
can't.
one.
We'll make it worth 2 points.
This one could be worth all
Shut
of
your
it.
mouth.
This one's worth 3, actually.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. I'm not giving him a chance to beat me because you want to change the rules in the last second.
We're gonna make it worth 3 points.
It's worth 3 points.
No, it's not. So we're going to continue playing as usual.
So it's worth 3 points.
Especially
It's
since
worth-
he skipped out on the hot sauce last week. I don't think so.
I technically didn't skip out. I still lived.
You skimped like a. Everybody that saw that video was like, "Yeah, Connor didn't eat any of that."
Well, I can show you the video where there's red on my tongue.
Okay.
See, is that this?
All right. I think I'm ready.
Sure.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Pumpkin.
Carrots.
Connor, we gave you a chance. Dylan now has 6 points.
Okay.
It was carrots.
All right.
Pass me your spoon.
Thank God I'm done.
It wasn't even that bad, Dylan. You acted like it tasted like crap. It was just.
I hate it. It tasted like crap. What?
Pass me the food so I can make his
Why don't you just?
punishment.
It's punishment time.
Okay. I would much rather do this every day of the week than do flashbang again. So go ahead.
Disco Taco has a good point. The last one's always worth more.
Yeah, Dylan, and you still won.
That has to
so-
be predetermined. Well, I'm still not happy with the outcome of how I won. I wanted to win honorably.
But
I
you.
mean,
What do you mean? How did you not win honorably?
They gave me extra points I don't
What?
deserve.
oh, and Melissa going dropping spoons.
All right.
There you go. All right. So now Connor has to eat all of the baby food mixed up together. Well, a big spoonful of all of the baby food. Not-
Says the one who's like, if I lose, I'm only gonna take a tiny bite.
Oh, yeah, this one's gonna be an interesting. So, rerun of all that's gonna be in there. It's gonna consist of ham, peas, prunes, sweet potatoes, chicken, green beans, and carrots.
Basically,
God, just Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, Dylan's trashing the set. You just have to take the whole tripod if you want.
I wouldn't mix it. I mean, don't.
What? Here you go.
All right, here it comes. Ooh, show that to the camera, Connor.
Okay.
Show the color.
Yeah, there.
There it is. So
It doesn't really have a taste.
does it feel like home, like Thanksgiving dinner?
It actually does feel like if you had a little Thanksgiving dinner in your mouth. That's exactly what it feels like.
Tastes like Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes like I have some ham, some chicken, a little bit of carrots,
Some sweet potato.
some sweet potato thrown in there.
I don't know what the prunes are doing there, but you know.
I don't taste any prunes. I don't taste that flavor.
All right.
All right. Well,
Did I mess something up? Okay.
you broke something.
Broke something. Alrighty, everybody. Well, with that, I think that's our show this week. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you want to hang out with us a little bit longer, I think we're going to play some games that everybody can play. We're going to jump on the, what was it called? Jackbox?
Jackbox Party Pack.
Jackbox Party Pack. If you'd like to hang out and play. If not, I appreciate you guys tuning in for this week's show. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
Play us out, Tyler.